What's up everybody and welcome to this sequel to my Insta story. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, here's a quick recap. A few days ago I've uploaded a story where I've told my followers, if you're not one of them, you definitely should become one, that I put up the rainbow flag on the balcony. Why? Because it's Pride Month. However, that caused a little dispute with my neighbor from the other building. To be more precise, she started an argument from her window from the other side where she asked me whether that's really necessary because other people don't have to know that. And when that happened, I've had other things to do, so I wasn't really able to start a public dialogue with her, which was probably for the best. But afterwards, I've reached out to you and asked you, how would you handle this situation? And this is the point where I have to say thank you to you out there.
Thank you
for watching my stories, for participating in the polls, and especially this time, thanks for sending me messages. I really appreciate it. And yeah, the majority of you also suggested to seek a clarifying talk. Go over to her and ask her, what is the matter with you? Hence, I went over and
then?
And
then nothing else.
I rang the bell. It was a bit of a surprise when the door opened up, because mentally I've prepared myself for one-on-one conversation. My neighbor and me. However, it was my neighbor, her husband, and me. Yay! We've talked about half an hour in the hallway. To sum this up, she had 3 issues. Number 1, the duration. So the first misunderstanding has its origins in the fact that they didn't know about Pride Month. So they thought that the flag will be there from now on.
To infinity and beyond!
After telling her what Pride is all about, I still couldn't really see the issue. So instead of asking her,
what the hell is wrong with you people?
I asked, would it make a difference if it would be our national flag? She didn't say yes, but she didn't say no either. Instead, she said, our national flag isn't that bright and colorful.
Duh.
And that brings me directly to the second point. What if everybody does that?
Really start to piss me off, lady.
Even though I would love to leave it with, I can see a point here. It's true, if everybody would put up a flag, it still wouldn't bother me, but it would change the look of the area, and one might like it and some won't. However, that's still not reason enough for me to put it down, especially since it's just hanging for a certain period of time. I actually wanted to bring the conversation to an end at this point, which didn't really work out as planned. As I slowly walked towards the exit, you know, the move where you just... She raised her voice and said,
but there is one more thing.
People will be really pissed. What did she mean by that? I literally wrote it down afterwards in order to not exaggerate. She said, but one thing I must tell you, there will be people for sure who will be dead angry about that. Because they will think, why did you get the apartment instead of a family? Well, now you know where this video got its title from. Surprisingly, we didn't really talk about that point that long, because on one hand for me it was just too bizarre.
How bizarre!
That she just dropped that.
How bizarre! How bizarre!
And on the other hand, I sensed that she put herself in an awkward position. She set an awkward mood. And especially for her husband, who was like, what? And I reacted to this point with a few sentences like,
What? I said
that I went through the same procedure as everybody, so if people really think that, that's why I put up the flag, because we need to talk.
okay.
Overall, it was the third point which encouraged me to leave the flag up.
If it's up, then it's up, then it's up.
Yes, it's bright, it's colorful, for some people maybe too colorful, but that's the point, to be seen, to spread all the things that this flag represents. love, diversity, be open-minded, inclusion. I'm for sure not the guy who seeks a confrontation, but if this flag is causing a confrontation, that's a necessary one. She asked me in the beginning, is this really necessary? Yes, it is. And maybe if they haven't that much of a problem, maybe there are others who might now talk to their neighbors. It's just to start a conversation, to think about, to reflect about that, just to be more conscious. And it's especially important if one is talking about a minority. So, that's how the story ends. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm really curious. I want to know what you think. And if you enjoyed watching it, leave me a thumbs up. I really appreciate that as well. And yeah, stay tuned for more, even though I don't really know what more shall come. If you have any ideas, let me know them too. Till then, see ya.